boys, bitch, you better bow down. Crowd just wanna hear the show, start the countdown. Don't be messing around, we ain't chasing no clout. Better shut your ass up before we put your ass down. Might get lumped up, taking verbal bumps, chump. We don't ever bite tongues, always keeping it a buck. Dan, Joe, and Will, they gon' change the game. Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie, you steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
What is going on, guys? It is the Bump Boys, and we have the man, the guy that I've been watching a lot of your matches, man. Been watching a lot of your matches, man. Jack Price, aka the Black Diamond. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
What's going on, my brothers? Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for being a guest, man. We appreciate it.
You're our first,
Hey,
technically our first indie wrestler.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like.
He's actually technically our first wrestler. You know, we were trying to work Mr. Charlie Hoss, but he was giving us the giving us the big timer. Like, you guys aren't there yet, chumps. I was like, whoa, Charlie.
See, that's not cool, because once you get there, and he probably gonna be the first one. Hey, you still want me to?
Yeah. Gonna have to swerve, skirt.
Right. You know?
Yeah, back. All right.
That's fun.
So this is one of the reasons why I'm glad we have you on the podcast, because I'll say for me and my brother, Danny is definitely the biggest wrestling fan out of all of us. So I've been trying to get into more of the indie wrestling. We have local promotions up in New England. So if you want to tell the people the promotions that you've worked with in the past and the ones you're working with in the future.
It's a lot. So right now
I was
I'm working with.
I was going over him. I was like, that's a lot, Will.
well,
Well, he could sport out a few, you know, some of the ones that he's had some memorable matches with.
Yeah. So I can be short. XICW out of Detroit. That's the main one. I have a show tomorrow with them. In a fatal 4-way with for their heavyweight title. It's between MM3, Malcolm Monroe III, Dread King Logan, myself, and then the champ Rhino. So I'm ready to whoop some ass, you know. So so that's a good one. Another one out in Grand Rapids, my hometown. It's called IPW, Independence Pro Wrestling. Ran by Josh Raymond. I don't know if you guys. He was around. He was in ROH and that one wrestling promotion that was on MTV. Wrestling Society X. I think that's what it was called.
Yup. I remember that.
Oh. He was in that promotion too. So he's a cool guy out in the west region of Michigan. But yeah, I'm the heavyweight champ there. Trying to think of some good ones. Wrestling out. Huh?
That's the F5, right? You're the F5 champ right now, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm also the F5 champ. That's out in Flint, Michigan. I got a match coming up for that belt against Mark Ross. It's a champion versus champion. He's the champion of it's called FU Wrestling. So he's their champion, but the two promotions been doing a co-promoting show together. So now it's like, all right, one of us got to leave. So it's bragging rights, basically. So it's champion versus champion.
Don't do my wrestling wrong. That's back in That's how it be sometimes.
Yeah. Then you got War Wrestling out in Lima, Ohio. That's a good promotion to get to for any indie wrestler out there. All the promotion I mentioned is good to get to, but War Wrestling, they know what they're doing. Like it feel like the real deal, you know.
It's intense, man.
Yeah. And I got I just got booked with him in August. He just hit me up today. The promoter, Big Tom, just hit me up today. And another one up.
Nice.
No, War Wrestling.
Oh, War.
It's another one. It's called Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling up north in Kalkaska, Michigan. That's an underrated promotion. People be sleeping on Mr. Chainsaw, but they draw big, they bring in big names, and it's a lot of fun up there. So promoter is Mikey Zero. So if you're trying to get on the show, look him up. Hit him up. What I gotta do? But
I'm gonna have to strap on a belt. You know what I'm saying? Got to lose a few pounds. You know.
So right now, that's on the indie scene. So I just got signed to Impact. So now I'm on a whole different type of thing. Now I'm trying to
again. Congratulations, big congratulations.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to. Thank you. Now I'm trying to. It's hard now. Now I'm at the bottom, like trying to fight my way, trying to get a spot. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to figure out, and I'm just showing up, helping out, doing what I can do. Hopefully my time comes soon. Definitely. And I can whip some ass on national TV, you know?
Hey, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Because speaking of it, it was a gut check. I believe it was you, Jason Hotch, right? Jason Hotch. He's from Michigan too as well, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's my guy.
Guys one gut check. So maybe a tag team, man. The Michigan boys, you feel me? The Fab Two.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. I'm down with that.
So how is it like wrestling for like a bunch of different like promotions? Is it like a lot to like handle on the plate? Was it a lot of like back and forth driving? Like what's the lifestyle like?
Oh yeah, a lot of traveling. There's a lot of traveling. It's a lot of missing birthdays, anniversaries, missing any type of whatever, you know. It's a sacrifice. It's a selfish sacrifice, but you know what I'm saying? If this is what you want to do, that's what you have to do. So but it's a lot of traveling, it's a lot of politics, it's a lot of everything, you know, like it's sometimes frustrating. I was at a point when I wanted to quit, and then I'm still here though, but yeah, it's rough at times, but you just gotta have a passion for it, and you know, and that'll overcome, you know, all that bull crap. So
keeping the heart strong.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to say? I have a lot of questions, man. I don't want to.
I thought you were going on a roll. I thought you were.
Well, now you guys can hop in, because I was gonna lead in because so you talked about passion, and so what got you into wrestling? I know it's a classic cliche, you know, what got you into wrestling? How'd you become a fan? But I feel like, you know, to go somewhere, you need to know where you've come from before. You know, you got to know what started the whole Jack Price. I'm gonna be I ain't gonna drop. We ain't dropping governments out here. You know, we just go by wrestling names.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What got you? What got you into wrestling?
So like, you remember? I don't know. How old are you guys? Like, what year?
I'm 92.
93.
Oh, y'all good. Y'all remember Blockbuster? Like all that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So when I was younger, you know, he used to go to the Blockbuster and rent out all the pay-per-views, you know. Yeah. And my granddad, he got the I want to say WrestleMania 7. It was either 6 or 7, but it was Hogan and Warrior, and that was the first match I seen. And I was like, what the hell? You know, as a kid, like, what the hell is this? You know?
We're gonna try and do this on one of my friends, you know.
Right,
yeah, classic.
And so I was hooked by the attention they was getting from the fans, the spotlight. I was just like, man, I want to do this, you know. And so when growing up, though, I grew up in the Attitude Era, in that era of wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
So my favorite wrestler is Arn Anderson. That's my guy. He's so underrated. He's.
Have you met him yet?
But he can. No. And if I do, I might piss my pants or something, you know.
Hey, we're Arn's missing out. That's how we look at it. You know, Arn's missing out.
Yeah.
So.
But Arn Anderson, you know, he was like, I wouldn't say he was getting overshadowed, but he was in the shadows of Ric Flair. You know, Ric Flair is the popular one, but Arn Anderson was the quiet one. And if you really watch Arn, man, he can do everything. You know, he just didn't have that spotlight that Ric Flair had. And I think that's something like my style is, because I got a group we call the Death Threat Army, and the other members, they in that spotlight, but I'm in the background. But a lot of people be like, man, you the best one, you know, in the group, you know, just making those type comments. And I'll be like, but I don't look at it like that. It's just like I'm here for my group. But then, you know, the GutCheck happened, and they like, man, people coming like, I knew you the one who's supposed to deserve it, you know, all that type of stuff. But it's just the point is, it's like I'm quiet. I don't try to, you know, like, I like attention, but I don't try to seek attention, if that makes sense. Like, I don't try to be like, hey, look at me, cat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, definitely.
So your work speak for itself.
Yes. And so I follow Arn Anderson a lot, but in the Attitude Era, so my favorite wrestler was The Rock. That was my guy, you know, The Rock, Rey Mysterio, the WCW version of Rey Mysterio. That was my. I still like him, but WCW Rey Mysterio, that was my man. And Eddie Guerrero, those are my top.
It's top dogs, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's Mount Rushmore almost. If you want, we can jump right into that. So if those, we usually end with that, but hey, it's good we're on it. So you said those were your three. Like, let's say you had 4 people you had to put on a Mount Rushmore. You had to etch them in stone. These are the 4 people you think are the guys. Like, this is embodies wrestling. Who you putting up there?
And they got to be like full-time like wrestlers during their past. So Vince is like the sculptor. He's the one sculpting these in, yo. So Vince can't be one of them. He's the dude that's already banging in the dynamite, you know, chiseling out the faces.
This rough, 'cause this is my first time ever being asked that question, you know.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm at work, but I'm still talking, you know.
No, you're good.
I know worries.
But woo. So would you say that Rushmore is like people that changed, like impacted the game or changed the game, or what's the definition of a?
So 4 people who you feel influence wrestling as for society, and anyone who you think,
and for
the 4 notable people that if you had to describe wrestling, these are the 4 people who embody everything that you know about wrestling, everything you love about wrestling, everything you could possibly. If you had to pick 4 guys and say, hey, you want a match? Watch this match right here. These 4 guys are going to be in those.
Okay. So I'll go with Ric Flair.
Okay.
Ric Flair V1.
Woo!
Yeah, you can't beat that. Ric Flair. Eddie Guerrero. People might hate me for that one, but Eddie.
Joe might hate you for that one. Joe made a big rant about that. Let's just say that.
No. I'm not a big Eddie guy, but I'm learning to appreciate him. Give me a couple years. I'll be there. I'll be there. You know.
Eddie was so smart. Like his psychiatry.
No, you good.
His in-ring work, his like working with he can work with anybody. You can put him in the ring with anybody, and that match would be good. But it'd be Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
And that 4th one always hard.
And Jack Price, of course, man. What do you mean?
Hey, put me there about like 10 more years.
Oh, you'll be up there, man. Trust me, man. The grind.
What do you think? Arn possibly?
I didn't want to put Iron because that'd be showing favoritism because that's my guy, you know. But but I go with Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, Ric Flair, and Undertaker.
Undertaker. Okay.
Undertaker. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Undertaker always makes anyone's like, no, just the fact that he's been doing it for so long, 30 years, dedicated to the business, gave his whole life to it,
Stadium
left
key
or
fan.
like almost retired, and then still kept it going and then came back. That man is dedicated, and I think that's he always makes everyone's Mount Rushmore when we talk about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was because of like he had for someone who didn't need to rely on promos, right? Because there's always, once again, you're in the industry, so I would say like there's promo skills and there's the wrestling skill aspect of it. You know, I've always felt like, you know, you can learn to wrestle, and it's hard for me coming from someone who's never wrestled, but like from what I've heard from other people is you can learn to wrestle over time, but it's hard it's hard to get the promo skills and get it down packed to just go off the fly and, you know.
See, that's my problem. Like I ain't gonna say I hate promos, but I hate promos. You know, it is just like, God dang it, you know. But I think I cut this one promo, and the agent who was, you know, who I was cutting it with, he was like, "You overthinking," and I think that is my problem. I overthink, and I want it to be like this, and it's not. And he like, just talk like you, and I'm like, all right.
Yes.
And then as soon as he said that, I cut a promo, and I was like, what the hell? Like, what the
biggest thing, just pretend like, you know, as kids used to cut promos, and I'm pretty sure, you know, the stuff you used to cut promos as a kid probably could work now, you know, just keep what it was again. I don't wrestle, so I can't even be giving him advice on this. He's one of those.
But I do agree with that. It's easy to wrestle, and then it's hard to do promos. So that's why it's when you got those wrestlers who can do both.
Yeah.
That's why they up here. You know what I'm saying? So
and look at like you said, like the Undertaker, you know, guy who really didn't cut many promos during his career. So like everything else just had to be this over the edge next level kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The music, arguably the greatest entrance in wrestling history, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately,
As soon as you hear that music, you know what's going on. Oh damn!
When you hear the dong.
Have you been to a wrestling like a WWE show and like heard the Undertaker promo, like the entrance in person?
Yes.
Oh,
I've been to WrestleMania when he won against Batista.
we did the jump over the rope. Oh, was that 24? That's 23. 23.
23. Yep.
Everybody just rubs it in, man. I'm going to die without ever getting to see I got to see a Kane, but I never got to see a freaking Undertaker one. You know, that's the one I've.
Man,
hey, well, that Kane one's the closest we get, and that Kane pyro was hot too, and we were far away.
Man, and you feel it. I was far away too. I was like, Jesus, what the?
That shit hit me in the chest, and it was like, we were like, God damn! I was like,
shit come out of nowhere and be like, oh shit.
Oh, I think I felt King once.
I went to the one when he didn't have the intro. Like, you know, at first he had that burr, 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 and then the end of fire. I went to the one with it was fire first out of nowhere.
That's
what we had, Will.
That shit gets
2011,
bro. That shit is hot and loud.
God damn! I was like, shit. What the?
I was like, yo, what the? I was like,
that's some military grade shit right there.
Looking towards the exit, like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so we got his Mount Rushmore. Let's transition back to his career. So once again, signed to TNA. Not sure how much you can talk about it. What's it like when, like you said, you're started on the indies, you're up there, so now you're signed to, you know, one of the big three promotions, you know, TNA, AEW, WWE. So you're with TNA. How is it like? What's the daily duty of working your way? Like, what's your goal eventually? Obviously, we know to get to, you know, challenge a certain someone, you know, who has a championship. Let's just say that. But what's it like when, like you said, you almost have to like restart over? Now you're at like the bottom and you got to work your way back up.
it's a challenge. It's a like I love it. It's like I guess I could say that it's like I'm a nobody. I'm a fan because
Mhm.
I'm seeing people who I grew up watching, and that's cool. Like I'm just looking like, dang man, that's really him, you know. But then again, then it's like I'm a nobody because don't nobody know me, you know. Like they just know that I won this competition,
Mhm.
and no one was. Everybody's nice. I'm not saying they was treating me bad, but everybody's tremendously nice, like
Definitely.
so nice, you know. And it is like, but it's like I was just soaking it in, watching everything, you know, and I'm like, hey, can I really do this, you know? And I feel like I once I get out there, I think I'll be good. Like I'm nervous now, like I even haven't, and I've been wrestling for like 10 years, but I'm I'm nervous because I'm like, man, I don't want to mess up, you know. But I think once I get out there, I'll be all right, you know, get them nerves out the way, whatever.
Definitely.
And but but yeah, I got my eye on a couple wrestlers there.
Couple
So
people. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
you know.
We don't want to give it away. We don't want to give it away.
Yeah, you know, but I
We
got
don't
my
want to know
eyes
that
on
they
a
know what's
couple.
coming.
Right, you know, got my eyes on them. But yeah, but right now, you know, I'm just soaking it in, man, learn, trying to, you know, not make as many of mistakes, because
Mhm.
I'm gonna make mistakes. So I'm just trying to do my best and try to be ready when they need me.
Definitely.
So, what would you say is the best advice? Because I assume, like, you picked a lot of brains. Got to hear different types of advice, different stories, and stuff like that from different wrestlers backstage. What's been the biggest piece of advice, or the biggest um little feedback that was given to you that you kind of hold dear to you? You don't have to say who gave it to you, of course. That's between you
I
and
got
him,
it.
of course. Or
Right,
you and them.
right, right,
But
right.
what's that one thing where you like? That's a moment. That's something you're gonna cherish.
So I got two of them. It was and it was actually when I first started in the business, and he was like, you are it. And I didn't understand none of that. Like, what is you know? And I thought I sucked. Like, I still think I suck. Everybody, it's just that self
Self
critique
doubt.
of yourself, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, you know. But he was like, you it, you the next one, and you go make it out of here type stuff. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, just not looking at it. But it gave me confidence. It boosted my confidence and wanted me to, learn more. Because I always tell people, like, you never know who's watching. Like, and that's very true, because you never know who's watching. And I had people that seen me wrestle that I never knew watched me wrestle. When I seen them, I was like, "What the hell? How you know? Blah blah blah, all that." And but anyways, it was that one, and then it was. I'll tell you who this is. It's my trainer, and he said his biggest thing was listen and make your opponent look like $1,000,000. And he was like, because I had an issue with winning and losing, and it's not all about winning and losing. It's not about that. It's about getting over your opponent and making them look good, And so once I figured that part out, I feel like I won every match. If I lose and my opponent get that big pop, we both won. We both did our job.
Definitely.
And uh, so once I figured that out, I was like, oh, it became much easier. So the psychology, that's the word I was trying to say when I was when I was messing up my words. But psychology of matches, that's just like when we was talking about it's easy to wrestle, but it's hard to cut a promo.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It's easy to wrestle, but it's hard to figure out the psychology of a match, because
Definitely.
you can't be taught. It can't be taught. You gotta go out there and learn it yourself. So once you figure that out, it's a piece of cake. So yeah. So once my trainer told me, I'll make my opponents look good. You do a great job. I took that to, yeah. ago, you know. So
So what? Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
I was gonna do. What are some wrestlers that influence you? I mean,
the
what are some?
influence me?
Like your style, in the ring.
Ah, Eddie Guerrero. I do a lot of uh like I ain't gonna say I do a lot of Eddie Guerrero things, but you can, if you watch me, you'll be like, oh, he watched Eddie Guerrero, you know, like that type thing. Arn Anderson, of course. Um, Actually, the four guys I said, so Arn Anderson, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and The Rock. If you watch my matches, you can most definitely tell. So it's
Mhm.
you can most definitely tell. So those are four guys that really,
Okay.
influence me. And then, but now I really look at Seth Rollins. Like I like his style of how he like set up matches and how he performed. That's the same type of stuff I like. So I watch a lot of his matches.
So I know you were talking earlier about advice that you were given mainly from like your trainer and stuff like that, and you hold near and dear. Let's say, there's someone out there who's like looking to get into the wrestling scene. They want to become a professional wrestler. They want to become a manager or something like that. What are some advice that you would offer them, or something small, something quick little feedback, and what should be their expectations too? I know people think, they'll watch like, the Young Rock, or they'll watch, um, the Page documentary. I don't remember what it was. The wrestling,
Fighting
the
for
one
my
with Page.
family.
Yeah,
Right, right,
wrestling with my family and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And they see like,
fighting for
oh,
my
this
family.
90 minutes
Fighting-
thing of, from rags to riches and stuff like that. And people expect instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
So what should be their expectation, and what advice do you have for them?
Man, it's a grind. Like it's the trainer's job is to make you want to quit. You know, like just to see how much willpower you have and all that. So just go in there, chin up, stick it out, don't give up, listen, and the part with listening is just say like, you're doing headlocks, whatever, and then you're doing the headlock wrong, and your trainer say, do it like this, and and then do this and do that. So next week you come, make sure you do it like this, and then do this and do that. Because if you do that, you're coachable. Now you coachable, and he can work with you better. So always listen, and try to, because they know what they're talking about. Of course, they're trainers, so always listen. The days you want to quit, do not quit. Just take a deep breath and do it. Just do it, because it's gonna be hard. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's gonna be hard as hell. You go like, man, fuck this, but just do it. Like I got two guys um, who just started training at House of Truth, Truth Martini School, and one guy, he already broke his ankle, uh, but he's not giving up. He's recouping, ready to come back. And then I got one guy that's starting in June or July. He just texted me, so hopefully he does good. But it's weird with those two, because I knew those two when they was like 9 or 10, and now
Oh
they,
wow, yeah.
young adults and stuff, trying to pursue a dream. So if you got a passion for it, do it, man. Nothing's easy. Just like in any profession, nothing's easy. It's not going to be given to you. Just learn how to be safe, protect others, and have fun. Just have fun with it. Don't look at it as a chore. Just have fun with it. It's a beautiful thing too, though. So
Yeah, wrestling's basically, the closest thing that, to modern art, that's like dance and a bunch of other stuff. It's a piece of art. It's like a soap opera. It's
mm-hmm.
it's definitely something that takes work, and when it's done correctly, you have amazing moments. And I think that's what made us all enjoy wrestling and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But going on to days that are difficult, days that are tough. Will told me that you did a little bit of death match wrestling in your days.
Hell no. I was
No? Will, you set me up?
No.
No, I see what happened was I think I know what he's talking about. So hell, I would never do a death match. But I'm no disrespect to those guys,
Yeah.
but I don't get how they do that. Hell no. You won't see me in there. But so I had a match. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before that. But before my match, it was a death match. And then, they had all the damn remainings of the, light tubes and whatever they used.
Yeah.
It was already in the ring. It was in the ring already. So our match come up, and then we get in there, and I'm like, man, there's still some light tubes up in here, So I'm trying to sweep it out and stuff, and then I swept it in a pile on the outside, but it was still some in the ring. So when I bumped, I didn't know I was cut until after the match, and then I had a little cut on my back, and it was bleeding. And then people took pictures of it, talking about, "Oh, Jack's a hardcore wrestler." I'm like,
Facts,
hell
yeah.
no, I'm not doing this.
Gotcha, Joe.
Well, I saw the picture and I was like, dang, he really does that death matches. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he does death matches. I was like, oh shit.
No, that's my buddy. You guys get a chance, look up Tommy, and that's the death match guy. This man, he bumped inside of he bumped inside.
Hey, that's a new. Your boy got to gave me a new blade too, because I couldn't find you.
Yeah,
I guess he tightened it up. I guess he tightened it up good enough. Smoke came right out.
he bumped into a trampoline of barbed wire. Like, get that. Like,
Oh
how the
yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Trampoline barbed wire. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ooh.
Like,
God, that
no,
hurts just like hearing it.
But yeah, so yeah. But to answer that question, I am not and will never be a death match wrestler. So.
Hey, I had to slip it in there, Joe. I'm sorry.
So I also see that you've been in a tag team multiple times, but right now you're on a singles run. Which one did you prefer? Did you prefer tag team wrestling, knowing that there's multiple dynamics, different ring psychology and stuff like that, or do you like being singles where you're having a chance to finally shine and stuff like that, where it's just your work and the other guy's work?
So in the beginning, I was just a singles guy. I hated tag team because I didn't understand it, and I hated it. And then I started teaming up with my guy Aaron O'Ryan, and he's a tag team specialist. So I started teaming up with him, and then I started to understand it. And then I was like, oh, this is fun and it's way easier because I can sit on the outside for like 10 minutes and
just chill.
and just chill.
And you get a break.
But
You get a break.
yeah,
Yeah, facts. I'd be on the. See, this would be me. If I had a tag team partner, I would have to have a tag team partner named Hercules, so I could be on the outside ring. Hercules. That would just be me, clapping for the fans. Yo, that'd be me, bro.
Hercules.
Bro, that'd be me, bro. I'd be on the outside.
Yeah. But I love both of them now. Like I can do either or, a tag or single. Single is just a lot more work. It's just but it shows if you can go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
Tag team is good because it's not just one-on-one. It's 4 people that you gotta work with and put 4 different type of styles inside one match. So that's cool to try to process, to try to build up something with all that. So I think I say I like I ain't gonna say that because somebody might use it against me, and I might be stuck in tag team.
So don't say that. So don't say that. We want you to have a good solo career.
You know,
If you know, you know.
right? You know,
You never know who might watch this.
Yeah. You never know. You know?
All right. Their booking's gonna be like, oh, I heard you like to. You want to take the break?
Exactly.
All right, we'll let you be in the ring, yo.
Exactly, man. But no, tag team is really fun though. I had a guy that approached me over the weekend that asked me some tag team tips, and it's basically the same psychology as a singles match, but people make it difficult because it's 4 people, but it's the same type of format kind of in a way. And it's just you just incorporate more people, and then it makes it more, exciting. You know what I'm saying? So once I explain it to them, you're like, oh man, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah. So once you do it, you're gonna be like, man, you say you got a hot tag, whatever. You guys know what the hot tag is. You get the hot tag, bam, you come in, do your thing, da 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 da, and then the other one come in, do your thing, blah 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 blah, and then just say they cut you down, boom, reverse out, and then you come in, you cap it off. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's the excitement you want out of it. But it's like I said, it's the same type of psychology as a singles match, but you just got 2 more people or 3 more people to add into it. So it's real fun, man. It's just people, like I said earlier, people overthink stuff. If you just like dumb it down, kind of, you'll be good.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish he was out here in New England, man. I wish this guy was out here in New England, man.
Man, my brother just came from Tommy Vendetta just came from. I think he was in New England. You heard of ICW?
Yep, ICW. Yep.
Yep. I think that was in New England, if I'm mistaken. That's where he did That's what he was in Boston. I know for sure. But that's what he did that's where he did the trampoline barbed wire thing. Wherever he was at. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. I would that'd be actually this works into our segment because this is how we kind of like to end up our interviews. We like to ask some since you're a wrestler, us fans and our novelties, we like to just sit back and watch. So you're actually living it. I know you said no death matches, but we got to do a what if though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. You may get someone saying, "Hey man, I need you to do this match and this match."
They might offer you a good amount of money.
Right.
All right, let's say this
a lot too.
Once again, you can say you don't have to answer this one. There's rumors, once again, you don't have to confirm. There's rumors that have been floating around that TNA may bring back the 6-sided ring. So, do you like the 4-sided ring or the 6-sided ring? Have you ever wrestled in a 6-sided ring?
I've never wrestled in a 6-sided ring. I would like to try it just to say that I did it though. Mm-hmm. But I'm accustomed to a 4-sided ring. So right now I like that. I like that the best.
Hey, but based off your personality, your wrestling skill, you're a jack of all trades. So I'm pretty sure he could do both, yo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Joe, if you want to ask one, go ahead.
All right.
We warm up. They get bigger and bigger.
We'll start off a little small and we'll woo you a little bit. All right. So I know you're not a death match, guys. This is one of those questions we usually like to ask. Would you rather walk through?
There's no walking through.
No, I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something like realistic. Let's say 10 yards. No, 10 yards of Legos. Okay. Or take a thumbtack spot. A little thumbtack bump. A little
I would take the thumbtack bump.
Okay. Yeah, them Legos, man. It's like a landmine there, bro.
I got a 3-year-old at home, and them Legos hurt. I rather
career ending, man.
I'd rather take the bump.
It'd be like Home Alone, he's stepping on them toy cars and
yeah. Like man.
Okay, Danny. All right, Danny, your turn on this.
So would you rather main event WrestleMania or have someone never kick out of your finisher?
Well, we can't.
Or
We can't say.
Slammiversary,
We can't say
Slammiversary, bro.
WrestleMania. We're gonna go
Slammiversary, man.
Oh yeah,
Slammiversary.
Slammiversary
Or Bound for Glory.
or Bound for Glory.
So would I rather main event Slammiversary or Bound for Glory, or have someone never kick out my
Ever.
Yeah.
Kick out.
Woo, man, that's a tough one right there, boy. That's a tough one. I go main event Slammiversary or Bound for Glory.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because kind of
'Cause it-
like really people not like kicking out your finisher. Like it's not really that big of a deal as like it used to be. Like if you notice matches nowadays, everyone usually kicks out their finisher at least once.
Correct. Right.
Hey, but remember, he's the wrestler though, so we can't assume that. You know what I'm saying? He's the. Once again, we're the novelists, or I always fuck that word up. We're the fans, you know. So we gotta let him decide on that. Like in the wrestling biz, you know, some people could. Feel
They ain't
that
kicking out my finisher though, so
never.
I'm all good.
You better look up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm all good.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of some good ones that we usually have some. It's so much different when you have an actual like wrestler, because you're going through all the different bumps, all the different different styles and everything like that. Okay, I got one. Would you rather commentate a match? So if they asked you to, hey man, we need you to do a what is it? What was Booker T's one, Joe, in TNA? Was it Black Snow?
Black Snow.
Black Snow when he was a commentator. Would you rather commentate an entire TNA show, or would you rather special guest ref an entire TNA show?
I'll probably ref, because I started off, coming into the business as a ref, so I know I know how to do it. So I'll probably ref.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay, so you started off as a ref, and then did that help you like learn the business and the nuances of it?
Oh yeah. Being backstage with the other wrestlers, listening to the matches, watching them how they put it together. Then once we out there, seeing it come to light, so it's like, okay, I get this, But the referee, he's an important part of the match as well. So
facts, absolutely. Gets abused the stripes a little bit, be like, can't touch me, you feel me?
Exactly.
Beat your ass up. All right, I got one. Well, I think this is a first time one. I haven't given this one out. I've been holding my back pocket.
Okay, we'll say this will be the finale one. Let's do it.
All right. Would you rather? So when you come out, would you rather have an unlimited pyro budget? Would you rather have any song for your entrance, any theme song? It could be copyrighted or whatever. You got the rights to it. Or would you rather have a certain wardrobe attire, all paid for, free of charge? Which one are you picking?
Ooh.
You get that Cody.
Right. Pyro is pretty cool though, That's cool stuff.
Hey, you can put pyro on your ring gear, when you're in your entrance attire. Just that should be kind of dangerous.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh man.
Put that cane pyro on there.
God. That's a good one though. I think how you doing? Yeah. I think I'll do the unlimited pyro. Everybody needs some pyro in their entrance, man. You know what I'm saying?
There we go. Yeah, see, we like this guy here, man.
I think I'll do the pyro.
All right,
Make it happen.
Yeah, TNA, you better be listening, man. You better get. I'm telling you, man. Oh man, this is
We about to send hella Roman candles down there. Yeah, we got.
All right, so
Sure.
so to wrap it up, I have one last question, which I feel like, everyone. I honestly, I want to know as a fan, how is it when it comes to, because we see people, like Bianca Belair, she says she comes out and makes all her ring attire. Pretty sure there's people in TNA as well, AEW, indie wrestling, of course. How is it when it comes to like working like your ring gear and stuff like that, like coming by your ring gear, stitching, all that kind of stuff? Like, how is it when it comes to maintaining and also like adding stuff to your ring attire?
Man, frustrating. That's what it is. And it's like I just got some new gear like back in May. And that was so hard to create. Like it be in my head, but it's like I don't know how to bring it out, And so the guy that did it, he did a great job, and I love him. I love how they look. And but now I'm trying to figure out an entrance jacket or something like that, and I am having a tough time trying to figure this out. And the one I came across, it's already being used, the same type of jacket Seth Rollins is using, the jacket with the fur and all that. And when I seen it, I was like, I felt it, And then my guys was like, nah, man, Seth Rollins used that. And I'm like, God damn it, But so right now I'm on a search of trying to figure out entrance attire with a jacket or vest or something, something of that nature.
Because right now you have the black trunks, right? I believe it's black boots, the black full like pants, and then you have like the it's not barbed wire, but it's almost like, it's like lightish gray, right? That like kind of like wraps around and.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So the new gear, it's like different colors, like white, black, and like silver, shiny silver type look. But it's pretty cool though. So right now I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to get that complete look, Like I gotta make it look like I'm a real professional now,
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm trying to just, once my time comes, just trying to be ready, have that attire ready and all that. So if you guys know and right now I'm trying to figure out like get a design for a t-shirt. I've been having trouble with that for the longest. Like I go with one thing and then 2 days later I'm like, no, I don't like that, So back to the drawing board. So but every time I go to shows, fans want t-shirts and I don't have them. So if you guys know some t-shirt designers or a designer, send him or her my way.
We got you, man. Because we're trying to get some merch for ourselves, bro. We definitely got you. We got to do a t-shirt that plays off the name.
Yeah. So it's so hard, the marketing part of it. It's like that's where you get indie wrestlers. That's where you get your money at. Get your merch,
Moolah.
Get your merch game up, man, and they will buy, So but yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. And it's so frustrating because it's not a lot of seamstress out there that's like good, like you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to find out, to like pick out the bunch who's the best one, like the best one to go with and all that. So, but I'm willing to give everybody a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing, because you never know. They might be legit in 3 months or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, and give you a deal. So
I'm gonna start right now.
Yeah. So that's why, like with you guys, like when you guys hit me up for the podcast, like I never heard of you guys, but I was down. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this.
Appreciate it.
But like down the line, y'all might blow up, and I might see y'all everywhere. I'm like, damn, I just did their stuff like last year, whatever. But I just like to give everybody an opportunity. I hate when people be like, man, you don't got a lot of fans, so I'm not gonna, skip
Yeah.
that, man. You never know what you might get out of
What could come
whatever.
through.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So just do it, But like I said, I'm willing to give anybody a shot. If you know how to make gear, you know how to design a shirt, let me know. Come to me.
Oh, most definitely, man. Most
So
definitely.
we
And
can make it happen.
we appreciate that, man. And you could tell by your personality, man. That's the kind of like mindset and like I feel like people like towards wanting to follow a wrestler or stuff like that. People who have good personality. Because at the end of the day, your job is to connect with the people, whether it's a good connection or whether it's a bad connection of people wanting to boo or something like that.
Right.
So we can
right.
definitely tell them,
That's
yeah,
true.
the passion. We appreciate you, allowing us to do the interview and everything like that. And I had a good time. Let's just say that I definitely had a lot of
Yeah.
laughs.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh
fun.
yeah,
Hey,
definitely.
I had a good time, man. I'd love to do it again one day.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
When I main event Slammiversary of Bound for Glory, we most definitely getting on because that's you guys
Yes.
manifested. So we got to make it happen.
There we
Yeah.
go. Yes,
Yeah. Come back when you win that division.
I put it on
X.
my vision board. I put it on my vision board.
Come back when you win that Division X.
Yeah.
Let's get it, man.
Yo, we about to get stopped with
I'm-
those like Roman candles and pyros. Like, no, it's for the show. Trust me, you got this. For the chant, man. Trust me.
All right.
Right.
Any last closing statements you have for us?
Oh, this is my turn.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. So this is what we like to do with everyone. A little, take on someone that I've seen. Where can people find you? What do you have going on next? What projects do you have?
What events you have coming up?
This is your moment. This is your plug.
Yeah. So you
Plug
guys can
what?
find you guys can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Jack Price 607. Just type that in, pop up. You can type it in Google. They all pop up, So follow me. I'm trying to get my Twitter game up, So
Yeah, that's how we are right now too. We're trying to get those Twitters. It's hard.
Twitter,
It
a different
is.
entity.
It's very hard, man. Yeah. So next show, like I said, tomorrow night, XICW in Lincoln Park. Fatal 4-way for the title. MM3, Dread King Logan, myself, and the Man Beast Rhino.
Ooh.
So that's tomorrow night. Let's see what's upcoming. I know I got some other stuff upcoming. I suck, but you just go to the Jack Price page on Facebook. You can see all my dates. You know what's coming up and all that. Merch is coming out soon. Hopefully, if I can get a design.
Hey, man. We'll help you with that design because I definitely want to get myself a t-shirt.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's it for now. I know that don't sound like I got shows coming up, but I
Hey,
suck,
you're a busy man. Nah, you're good. Nah, he's a busy man. Trust me, man. In the beginning of the show, he listed out a ton of events that he has. Trust me, a ton of events.
Yeah.
So IPW out in Grand Rapids, but this show would be in Muskegon. It's on a USSR ship. Like it's a ship. It's a real ship though, but now they got it on display, and now we wrestle on it. It's weird, man. And it's but that's in June. Yeah, that's in June. I think that's June 9th or June something. The first week of June, whatever that is. So that's gonna be fun. So look up them on YouTube, Independence Pro Wrestling. You'll see a lot. They got good production. Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling, good production. You guys got IWTV?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Yeah, look them up on that. Well, Mr. Chainsaw, look there. You can find everything of Chainsaw in there. So, and that's it, man. Just follow my guys, Death Threat Army. That's my crew. That's my brothers. That's my family. And that's it. I think that's my final words.
Word.
Hey man, that was a I kind of like that as a little exiting promo. That's my final word. I kind of like that, man. The way he said it, yo, it came
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It came out.
You might have
Yeah.
found something.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he ain't gonna
Hey, I
say
thought
anything
it came
after,
out
Joe.
well the
Punch
way
in
he
your
said
mouth.
it.
I
Yeah,
like
yo, I
it.
thought it came out well.
Honestly,
Yo, we might have to
that would look
replay it.
that would look good on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Those are my final
Yeah.
words.
Those are my final words. We might have some guys. See?
I'm saying there's always there's always a price to pay. You know, something like that. to think about.
Yeah. See, I've been
That's it.
thinking of stuff like that too, and then I'm like, man, I don't want to do nothing Ted DiBiase did. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah.
go that. I don't want to go that gimmick. Like my name is Price, but I don't want to be incorporated with like money. And like I just want it
Yeah.
to be a name. Like that's just my name. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, because you don't want to
Yeah.
get a money gimmick.
yeah. And I'm like, man, but yeah. So that's crazy. I came up with Jack Price real quick. I was playing a video game and you know, the creative player, and I named him
Mhm.
Jack Price. I was like, man, if I ever become a wrestler, that'll be my name, you know. And
Jack
then
Price.
I became a wrestler. They like, you got a name? Sure do. Jack Price. They like,
Honestly, that's awesome.
So that's cool. Then people was like, man, you need a God dang it, what you call that? It's on the top of my head.
Like a gimmick catchphrase.
So I call myself the Black Diamond Jack Price. So
Okay,
whatever
yeah.
you call the Black Diamond, I can't think of what you call that part. But they was like, you need something right there. So I was
Like your
going through.
intrude or prefix or suffix. Things
Yeah,
like that.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just going through like, man, what the heck can I call him? You know? And so I was all like they was calling me Jumping Jack Price. And I was like, hell no, I don't want to be jumping. You know what I mean?
He said no jumping Jack Flash.
Jumping Jack Price.
Yeah, because I used to always do high flying stuff.
Mhm.
And in my early career, so they was calling me Jumping Jack Price. I'm like, nah, that ain't gonna work, man.
He's like, that's not gonna fly.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I fly, but
gotta
it ain't.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I gotta think of something. And then so I came across Black Diamond, and people
Mhm.
think like because I'm my skin color, and they like, man, what that? But a Black Diamond actually it's a rare stone to find, and
Mhm.
like once you find it, it's like, oh shit, like damn, where this been all my life, you know, that type of
Yeah,
feeling.
definitely.
So I always want, and that's how I feel, and I feel like I'm underrated and people don't see me, but once they see me, they be
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm a Jack
You're
Price
gonna see that
fan.
value.
Fact.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Remember
Yep.
Cradle
So
to the Grave? They put out the black diamonds, the gems. You feel
Yeah.
me? DMX, RIP.
Yeah. So I was like, that's it right there. And then once I started using it, people was
Mhm.
like, that's it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like that,
And then
yeah.
I started running with it, and then now I'm here. You know, so see what happens.
Hey man, well, we appreciate Joe. If you want to close the show, and
Oh, it's all you. Well, you sign us out, man.
Danny, take us out, man. Danny, take us out, my man.
Hey, this has been Dan, Joe, and Will from the Bump Boys.
Hey guys, you know where to follow him. Links. I'll finish it up. Links in the description box down below. Jack Price, the Black Diamond. Once again, he'll put his handles and everything like that down in the description box below.
Yep.
Hey, it's been the One Boys. Peace.
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 Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang!